Hey, it's Dr. Cody Rall with Techforpsych. So since I've been taking clients on, people have been asking me, does the Muse Headband actually have any benefit to be used by an experienced meditator? And I think it's a very legitimate question because when you look at the instructions right out of the box, really it's just asking you to concentrate on your breath and do your meditation sessions that way. But I think that there's a lot to the Muse Headband and the software that hasn't been covered in the normal product. So I've been doing focus point meditation with my clients, and that has to do with different calibration points. It has to do with changing your focus during the actual meditation time. And the idea is to get the whole brain resonating in an alpha theta frequency. And in order to do that, it's important to ground yourself between changing your focus. And I really do think that the neurofeedback helps you do that, because when you get into that brainwave pattern, the scene quiets and you hear birds. And it's important to, after the chaos of the neurofeedback audio, when you change your focus, to be able to get back down to where you'll hear the birds chirping, because then after you've had those other brain circuits come online with these gamma bursts that cause the chaos in the scene, you're able to ground yourself back into alpha and theta. And what I experience in my body is a big physiological shift. And that's the other thing that I noticed, that when I actually use the Muse Headband, and why I have been using it consistently every morning for months now, is that I'm much more regularly able to get that physiological shift. So actually, after I've grounded myself and I've changed those focus points and I've allowed Muse to ground me, I've noticed that I get a bigger rush of endorphins, sometimes to the point of even like the hairs on the back of my arms standing up. So yeah, more consistently getting that physiological shift, those endorphins to flood my body and just feel that really good hum during the day. And that's really what I try to get out of my clients and myself, is that those rush of endorphins after you've gotten through a certain part of the meditation makes it addictive. You can think of like dopamine as one of those neurotransmitters that really makes different activities addicting, like gambling or alcohol or addictive drugs. These things are always acting on the neurotransmitter system, and you can actually release these endorphins through meditative practice. And that's what I'm really finding out will make the practice addictive for people. You should be looking forward to your meditation in the morning, because you're going to get that healthy endorphin rush, and it's going to make you feel good and centered and enthusiastic during the day. And as I said, using the Muse and going through those cycles of focus point meditation, and maybe even a recalibration somewhere followed by another meditation session, I've been finding really consistently releases those endorphins in my body. So that's really important. So one of the things that I've noticed as an experienced meditator is sometimes I'll sit down in the morning, especially if I have work that day, and kind of rush through the process. I sit down, do my stretches, do my grounding techniques, and I'm thinking, oh man, I need to go and get to work because I have this laundry list of things to do today. And I'll kind of rush through the process, and I won't get as good of a meditation session. And one of the reasons is I think that, rather than doing a 20-minute meditation, I think that I'm doing kind of a 20-minute meditation, but maybe I'm only spending less than 10 minutes because I don't have that timer going. So I think that the Muse Headband adds that element, is it keeps you honest with the amount of time that you are meditating. And the other part of it too is the audio feedback gives you a little bit more data during the session to make sure that you're getting down into that alpha theta range, because sometimes I kind of feel it, but I know that I'm not breaking through that surface layer. So I feel that that audio feedback always gives me extra data on knowing if I'm getting those gamma bursts when I'm focusing on my focus points, or if I'm getting more alpha theta when I'm lower down and sort of self-hypnotizing myself with my breath. And I do feel that that feedback really consistently gets me more of a physiological shift that benefits me throughout the day more than if I just rush through the process first thing in the morning. And the final thing that I think is actually pretty fun about using the Muse Headband is it keeps track of your progress. So you can take a look at your sessions. There's a new addition where you can actually write notes down now within the app, and you can keep streaks going, so you get little rewards as you go. So even there, you can just see that progress and feel a self-satisfaction from knowing that you've been meditating every day for weeks on end. So experienced meditators, there's still so much to learn from the Muse Headband, and you might actually even get more out of it than a beginner would. So those that are in moderate and advanced levels of meditation, I think the Muse Headband can definitely augment your practice, especially if you have a coach leading you through it. And of course, beginner meditators that want to establish meditation practice, I think the Muse Headband can be very valuable. And if you're interested in coaching with me, go to www.techforpsych.com/coaching. Thanks so much for listening. This is Dr. Cody Rall. Talk to you next time.